you've been willing to work with the Trump administration officials, with Sean Duffy, with Tom Homan, and you caught a lot of flack for that from a lot of your former party, the Democrat Party. Why do you think that is?
I don't think it's about a partisan. I think it's just common sense. You know, what does everyday New Yorkers want? And, you know, I use the terminology all the time. People say, well, you know, you left the Democratic Party. You know, the party left me. I want to talk about what working class people believe, what they're feeling, and they're afraid. And we can't continue to be so philosophical and intellectual that we're talking over the heads of people who are afraid. Am I going to be able to provide for my children? Can I keep my home? Can I be employed? That's what we need to be looking at. And so I'll take the heat. You know, you have a different view of the city when you put on a bulletproof vest for 22 years and you protected the children and families of the city. I see the byproduct of failed legislation and those who want to go into their own corners. And most importantly, it's about respecting the office. People lose sight of that. You know, you don't all of a sudden become anti-American because the person you wanted to be president is not president. It's the office. When you don't respect the office, you're sending the wrong message. I respect the office. There's a president called President Trump. I'm going to work with that president to produce for the people of our city because I respect the office. That's the office and that's the flag that Uncle Joe died in Vietnam for at 19 years old. So I'm not for those who are desecrating our flag, who are on our college campuses, radicalizing our children, who are being harmful to what this country stands for. I don't care what they say. This is the greatest country on the globe, and in God we trust.
Amen to that, I'll say. You know, it's amazing to hear you say that the Democratic Party left you. I think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of lifelong Democrats are taking a look at the party now, and they're a little lost. And maybe you found yourself there to a certain extent. As someone who's been a Democrat for your whole life, what do you see for the future of the party?
And there are those, I believe, you know, you never want to do a broad brush for everyone. There are those that I've aligned with that reached out to me, stated that, Eric, you run on an independent line. I think you need to continue to lift up what's important for working people in this city. And there are those in the party that understand that we have gone too far on many of these important issues. And there are those who are really starting to add their voices. I believe you're going to find many people who are quiet are going to now add their voice and find their voice on things that are important for the people of this city and the people of this country. You know, Lara, people are hurting. And I see that pain every day. And that uncertainty about the future in the greatest country on the globe is a real concern. And if people are looking for that authentic, real compassion and caring about their concerns.
Well, maybe a lot of people in this city will say, maybe I want to vote for an independent here in New York City. I lived in New York for 17 years. This is the greatest city on earth. And I really believe it. Do you have a message for New Yorkers right now? Will we see this city come back to all its glory? Because we know when it's great, it is so great.
Oh, without a doubt. And you're right. And you know what? We want you back, you know.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
You got that New York energy and New York swagger, you know. But you know, and that's so important. And I think New Yorkers must also believe again. I saw this when I was a lieutenant during September 11, watching our Center of Trade attack. We got up on September 12th. And when I look at the numbers don't lie. It's clear what we have done around public safety. More businesses in the city, in the city's history, more small businesses are operating. What we've done around housing is just unprecedented. We broke record after record after record. What we continue to do with City of Yes. You can't even get restaurant reservations because of how well we're doing in this city. We have to move the city in the right direction. 4.6 million subway riders, 5 felonies a day on the subway system. I want to get rid of all those 5, but I want to say kudos to the men and women that wore the uniform that brought down crime in our city and brought down crime above ground as well as below ground. Prerequisite to our prosperity is public safety. You want your children to be safe. You want to be able to move through the city in a safe way. Far too many legislators are making decisions that impacts the quality of life and the safety of everyday New Yorkers in the city, and I'm going to fight against them all the time to stand up for New Yorkers.
Well, Mayor Eric Adams, good luck on your run. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for spending a little time with us. We appreciate it. Good to have you. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.